return.
How about starting the game off with some serious momentum? Nice job covering the kick. And how about coming in to make the tackle, forcing the fumble, recovering it? You talk about instant mojo for your team. This kickoff team just started this game off with a bang.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Hampton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Give to Brown. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. They get him down after he makes the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Trying to get to him. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal. Try to hold them to a field goal.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
At the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have you push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
To the air, it's French. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Trying to get the corner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. At the 35, he's loose. Still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Looking for a man. It's French. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Floating away. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Northern Illinois 13, Georgia Southern.
2nd half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff.
This one over.
He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. They'll put the tight end in motion. Brown has it. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hampton. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Hampton. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Mitchell. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Handoff to the single running back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Northern Illinois 13, Georgia Southern 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open, he makes it happen himself, now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
The Huskies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Northern Illinois.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to throw. It's Hampton. Still looking, on the move. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
That keeps the score. Northern Illinois, 19. Georgia Southern, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Eagles! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now on first down from the 28. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. 2nd down coming up.
On the set.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
325.
The give to the tailback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois.
That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Come on, set.
Trying to barge their way in. And they'll knock him down.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia Southern!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Back to throw, it's Hampton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting it 4th.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.